Okay, so let's start with the point where it ended at. We were discussing the urbanization. Yesterday, we discussed the challenges, employment challenge, and visa barriers in US, Saudi Arabia, contract wage system. The problems faced by migrants in destination countries range from contract violation, non-payment of salary, long working hours, and poor working conditions. Okay. Contract violation. Basically, Mogoya, the people who are migrating may not be able to understand the contract. As I told you, many of them will be illiterate, uneducated. So, what the employer do, what would an employer do? He or she can have some implied conditions. Okay, if you want to leave the job, you can leave as per your will and also the permission granted by me or by the organization. You will be abide to all the rules and regulations. Okay, you can be called at any time for work. You can be subject to the financial or monetary fines as well as other punishments. So it remains so vague, so ambiguous, and so vast that it is very difficult to escape from such very objectionable clauses. Sometimes employees know that this clause is very objectionable. I should not agree with this term, but they have to. Why? Because they are in very strong need of employment. They want employment at any cost. Okay, they want employment at any cost. So this is one of the challenges, that contract. Okay, salary is not paid on time. Okay, not paying salary on time. For example, if the salary is paid weekly or fortnightly or daily, the employer is not interested in paying the salary. Long working hours. We have already taken the consent of employees or workers that you will be ready to work at any time, any place. You will be ready to work at any time, any place. And poor working conditions. They have to work, amidst amidst the filth, okay, noise, odor, very strange and bad smell. People working in chemical factories. Have you ever visited any chemical factory? You cannot simply stay for more than 10 seconds. You would run away when you enter the chemical factory. You know, the smell of chemicals, or you can say menthol. Okay? So irritating that it becomes very difficult to prevent it. Henry, why are you attending online? Why not offline, Henry? Okay. Poor working conditions. We are discussing the challenges of urban migration. Health hazards. The poor and harsh living conditions, coupled with difficult and risky working conditions, lack of information, and lack of medical health support also leads to several health problems of the migrants. Most of the workers feel great amount of fatigue. So they look for some, addictive things like narcotics, drugs, or unhygienically, illegally produced liquor. Okay, country liquor. In India, it is known as the country liquor. So they are not having information, nor they are educated. They don't know what kind of nutritions should be taken. Okay, which vegetable you like the most? Vegetable or curry made of vegetable. Potato.
No, I think fruits are vegetables.
No fruits are vegetable. Okay.
I don't think
So
I have
potatoes, eggplants, brinjals. Have you heard of them? Cauliflower,
I've heard of them. I don't have the
cabbage, carrot.
I only know them because of Mrs. Carrots. I will look for the eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. Tomatoes. I do
Tomatoes you like?
for
Salads and everything. In salads.
salads.
Okay. So, okay. Your staple food is something different. But each vegetable gives you some fibers, vitamins. Fruits. Okay, let's talk about fruit. Which fruit you like the most? Mangoes. Okay. But only mangoes are not enough. And mangoes are very seasonal in India. They come only for summer. Yes, jackfruit is there. But you will have to a little bit explore in the market and all. It is called funnus. Funnus. Funnus.
I think it was an Indian one.
You may have to explore the vegetable market. Okay. And so, okay. So, but okay, mangoes. What about apples? Apples are the great source of vitamin A. So, these people, workers also do the same thing. They keep on eating the very easily available and very cheaper vegetables and fruits. So they don't have information what grains should be taken. They are definitely not able to afford the dry fruits or nuts like pistachio, okay, figs. Do you like that? Fig, pistachio, you don't like? You don't know. Okay. Fig, you don't know? Fig. Right.
FIG.
FIG.
How do we, like, I don't know why it's not same as. The fit is the fit.
You must be knowing because in your region it is available. This is green, but dry figs are also available. Not seen. They are highly found in Egypt and Middle East. So these are dried figs. Okay, so they give you fiber, but the price of such dry fruits is very high. Okay, health hazards, lack of information, risky working conditions. They have to do welding work, but they are not provided the welding glass sometimes. Have you seen welding work, welding machine and people doing welding? They require dark glass, but many industries do not provide. Mine workers, mine workers require helmets, head guards, which are not provided. Is it over?
Sir, actually, for some course it's going on.
Why?
So, whether they came to take the measurement. Some of them are getting measurements.
Okay. So it is good that you considered the opportunity cost. That is, there is not much important. Good afternoon. We are meeting with a new time, okay, slot, the new time slot. Now every day we will have 1 to 2. Okay. Lack of information. In spite of challenges and problems faced by migrants in the destination countries, low tendency to seek assistance from the diplomatic missions in the destination countries were also observed due to lack of knowledge. Okay, diplomatic missions. Which are the diplomatic missions? This is applicable to international migrants.
Sir, relation of factors.
Exactly, embassy. Whenever you are in trouble in any foreign country, you should approach your embassy. Okay, that yes, my problem will be solved. For example, COVID, when many students and many international, like Indian workers, were stuck in America, Singapore, Canada, European countries in this lockdown, government of India had launched one mission, Vande Bharat mission. Bharat means India. So all those people were abducted, not abducted, evacuated from foreign countries, right? Airlift. They were airlifted to India, right? So this is called diplomatic mission. Okay, in the destination countries were also observed, okay, information about the role of diplomatic missions, trust and effectiveness to enhance access to justice. Whom to trust? Suppose Isaac is living in Rajkot, he is the only person from his country whom he will trust upon. Me, Bankim sir, which faculty? All are good in our case. But this may not be the case when you are working or you are on work visa. Here you are student. All are good with you. But in the case of immigration worker or migrating labor, you cannot have trust on all. Okay, one of the African countries, let me talk about Nigeria. The corruption is very high. One of my students had gone for import export purpose. So at airport only, some misbehavior took place with him. Okay, and finally he was relieved by charging some money. This should not be the case. Even in India, we notice the cases of corruption. The harassment of foreign people. It is a common issue. It is not the issue of country. It is the issue of people and also the system we follow in particular country. Okay. So lack of information. For internal migrants, now we move to internal migrants. Also, there is the Interstate Migrant Workmen Act 1979 enacted to prevent migrant workers from being exploited, but it is rarely invoked and the penalty is minimal. If Amarjit is coming from Bihar, if I exploit him, he can resort to the Interstate Migrant Workmen Act, or he can resort to some lawyer or some court. Okay, but what penalty they will summon to me? 5,000. I have already exploited him, approximately around 1 lakh rupees. Now court is only ordering me to pay 5,000 penalty. We will see. I think we have already seen in SEM 1. The various theories, Gary Becker and all. So the punishment, value of punishment must be greater than the value of harm caused by a person. Otherwise, people use economics in that. If I grab the plot of land from Isaac, the land was belonging to Isaac, but I illegally, made some infiltration, some sort of possession, illegal possession. The value of the plot is 10 million, and court orders me to deposit 1 million. Definitely, I will take his plot, right? Because the harm I am causing to him, punishment is much lower to it. Okay. Yes, exclusion from social benefits. The need to provide proof of address, ration cards, voter IDs, and other cards, which is difficult due to the fluidity of their lives. They are today here, tomorrow they are at some other place. They keep on moving, fluidity. Today they are working in Rajkot, tomorrow they will be found in Ahmedabad. Aadhaar card is the unique identity number of India. Okay. Ration card is also considered the ID proof, the address proof. But such people, not exaggerating, but they can be called the modern nomadics. Who are nomadics? Other countries, or they just keep on migrating, traveling from one place to. They don't have a stable address to live. Okay. Okay. Of their lives, deprive them from accessing welfare schemes and policies. Have you heard of Jan Dhan Yojana in India? Jan Dhan Yojana is the facility to open bank account without paying any single rupee. Zero balance. Simply you have to provide your documents. Okay. Once you get your Jan Dhan account open, all the subsidies, direct benefits, okay, will be deposited in that account. But for that you need documents, Aadhaar card, unique identity number, you need ration card, which you don't have. Okay. Now, spatial planning in India. What do you mean by spatial? Geographical. Spatial, that is geographical, related to geography or some region. Okay, it's not spatial, right? Mugoya. It's a spatial, not spatial. I was just discussing to Yashi and Amarji that from today some Navratri festival is commencing. In hostel also it will be like mostly. So if it is organized, you will have chance to get some entertainment, enjoyment. Uganda's Independence Day. It is 9th of October. Okay. I will not be present on that day because it is Saturday, but in advance, I wish you happy Independence Day. And I wish the eternal fraternity and sovereignty of Uganda. Okay. Yes. It is good that you are excited on your Independence Day. Right? We must have some patriotism. Spatial planning. There are two types of planning systems laid down in the Indian urbanization. In which year Uganda got independence? 1962. Okay, so that means 15 years after India. Okay, nice. Okay, spatial planning. This spatial planning is specially for dealing with the urbanization issue. So 5 marks you can be asked that write a note or brief note on spatial planning. Okay. Spatial planning. To carefully combat means to fight the applications and explore the potential of urbanization. A new institution named National Institute for Transforming India, in Hindi Niti Aayog or Policy Commission, is new planning system which aims to target cooperation and active participation in the economic policy making process led by the state governments of India. This Niti Aayog was made to replace the dated Planning Commission of India. Okay, that means yes. The central government urban development, that is MOUD, Ministry of Housing and Poverty Alleviation, that is Ministry of Housing and Poverty Alleviation, Urban Poverty Alleviation, MOHPA, and the Town and Country Planning Organization, TCPO. See, in MCQ, you can be asked the full form. If you go for online, this kind of MCQs can be asked. Will facilitate and support the nationwide urban and regional development planning. These organizations place their efforts on special planning for the improvement of the entire country. Right? Okay, so this, okay, and this is also part of it. Now, if you are asked both special planning and 7 mission program, it can be for 10 marks. But special planning, you have only 2 paragraphs to write. One is Niti Aayog, which will also focus on urban development, and Ministry of Urban Housing and Poverty Alleviation. And all you have to write: urban development, Ministry of and TCPO, Town and Country Planning Organization. Now, this is also asked for 5 marks. List out the India's 7 mission program. With the rapid rise of urbanization in India, there is an increase in overall development in the different sectors. Due to this, the 7 mission program was founded. This program aims to fund cities to achieve intended milestones. The 7 mission program includes the following plans. First, 100 smart cities mission. See, 100 smart cities mission. I think we have discussed this earlier also. Smart cities with proper sanitation, with transportation facilities, mass transportation, energy efficiency, right? Pollution, drinking water, education, amenities, all are the criteria of smart vision. Okay. The first mission is the 100 smart cities. Rajkot is also one of the smart cities. Surat, and there are many. Okay, obviously it is that. Yes, Baroda, it is that.
It's more developed.
It is more developed, but still, Baroda, what has happened with Baroda? In Baroda, the growth has become very stagnant. Because earlier, Baroda developed due to good education institutions like, yes, MS University, and the Maharaja Sayaji Rao, the ruler of Baroda, was very visionary. He founded very good libraries, university, colleges at Vadodara. The present date is known as Vadodara, but Baroda also, right? So, and few very good public sector companies also arrived, like GSFC, Gujarat State Fertilizers and Chemicals, IPCL, Indian Petrochemicals Limited. Just before 10 years, IPCL was taken over by Reliance. Now it is a part of Reliance Refinery. Then L&T Nairo is also the company at Baroda. Alembic Pharmaceuticals, Apollo Tires, all these big companies. Because of that, Baroda developed very fastly. But now what has happened? If you visit Baroda, every 3 or 4 family, there will be one person, migrated to USA or UK. Mainly young generation. And now you can also say 50 to 30% overall population and 50% young population may be found in other cities. So now Baroda is becoming the city of senior citizens, old age people. Anyway, but roads are good, the development is good, it is cosmopolitan city. Amrit, what is Amrit? Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. That is Amrit Mission. Atal is the name of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Then Hriday. Okay, in Sanskrit or Hindi, Hriday means heart. But here it is acronym like Amrit. What is the full form of this acronym? National Heritage City Development and Augmentation Yojana. Yojana means scheme. National Heritage City. Okay, now please Make a search. Hriday cities or heritage cities in India. But fine. Heritage, heritage cities in India. Who else? Huh. But that is already developed. Hampi is in Karnataka. Okay. In Gujarat, Dwarka, yes. Champanen, Pavagadh, okay. UNESCO heritage site. Dholavira, Rani Ki Vav, that is in Patan, okay. Even Ahmedabad is also considered the heritage city in India. 40 heritage cities. India or Indus Valley civilization is one of the oldest civilizations of the world. Okay. It is also called the cradle of human civilization. Cradle means cradle. Okay. Yes. Kalna. Hodi. Sardar Patel National Urban Housing Mission. Okay. Under that, townships are built and affordable housing is given. Clean India Mission, Swachh Bharat Yojana, door-to-door collection of garbage, and National Urban Information System. So with this, okay, the remaining portion of chapter 3 is over. We have already discussed Sain's approach and human capital formation. This is we also started discussing review of economic planning. Review of economic planning. The present NDA government has stopped the formation of 5-year plans. 5-year plans formation have already been stopped. In National Democratic Alliance, that is Pune. Yes, augmenting the cities. Dwarika is there. Kanchipuram. Warangal. So your city is also one of the Hriday cities. 12 cities, yes. Under Hriday Yojana, 12 cities have been covered. Amravati is also there, Dwarka is also there, Amritsar is also there, Gaya is also there, Badami is also there. Okay, Kanchipuram is also there. I used to teach. But heritage cities, that means why only 12 cities? She said Udaipur must be there, but it is already developed. These are the cities where government want people to, okay, go or visit.
So then how is this like recognizing the
UNESCO considers, see, first of all, carbon testing. Carbon 14. Have you heard of that? So you can know the age, historical age of particular entity, monument, the stones, or And UNESCO also verifies that yes. Is it feasible that uh, the human beings have made this site, or is it a natural or it is a man-made? How much ancient it is? Okay, see, Khajuraho is already developed. Udaipur is already developed. Varanasi was little bit neglected. Dwarika, very ancient, 5,000 old, 5,000-year old. Dwarika, and even yes, under the sea, ocean, Indian Ocean or Arabian Sea, the ruins are also found. The fossils are also found. Somnath also. Somnath is already developed. Government has started focusing.
So is it one to so that's 44 times?
This Somnath. It was destroyed by Muhammad Ghazni of Afghanistan. Okay? Not 44 times, 17 times. 17 times. So Somnath is already there, but Dwarka, there are so many other things people can explore or visit. And proper government focus was not there, in spite of heritage value. So government did this job. Okay, Varanasi is, even older than Athens, 4,000 years old. Athens is 2,500, 3,000 years. Dwarika is 5,000. So now government has, okay, what develop, okay. Let's take only one case study. What development measures government took for Dwarika? First of all, they invited hotels, okay, all the hospitality industry. Then they developed one beach, Shivrajpur beach. It was tagged as blue flag beach. Blue flag means very clean with water transparency. They also renovated the monuments. Okay, they built some new monuments to commemorate the mythological characters or historical characters, like Sudama was the friend of Krishna. So they built Sudama Setu. The new bridge was augmentation. Augment means to expand, okay, to enlarge. So this was done with Hriday. Varanasi. Has anybody visited Varanasi after being declared as Hriday? They are, procuring or acquiring or taking possession of old sites, archaeological sites. People were living at the rent of 30 to 40 rupees in those historical places. Yes, so government simply, took the possession. Okay? They acquired it. They renovated it. At some places, corridor was also built. Say, for example, Taj, Agra. You should also have quoted, yes, sir, Taj will be there, Agra. But no, it is already popular historical site, UNESCO and all. The sites which have been, skipped out or missed by UNESCO, or still more potential is there. Government is trying to justify and to develop. So these are the facilities provided to Hriday cities. Okay, NDA means National Democratic Alliance. There are two main alliances in India. One is UPA, United Progressive Alliance. United Progressive Alliance is a Congress-led alliance. The center or the focal party is Congress, Indian National Congress. And in NDA, BJP, that is Bharatiya Janata Party. Right? So NDA, and Disha has rightly said she's aspiring to be in army. So National Defense Academy, Pune. Now the new rule has come that even female can also crack NDA. CDS, Combined Defense Service.
So that is UPSC. That's the different.
NDA is, I think, after 12. The direct NDA is after 12.
Girls between the age of 18 to 19 and 5 years.
Enjoy. That is it. So you are out of that now. And what about UPSC, CDS?
So that is until the girls are married.
Okay, that is open. So for you, that option. Because one of my friends, Nigam Mohit, he was my batchmate and my very good friend of mine. He had cracked UPSC for CDS and he was directly
Sir,
selected as
sir, attendance ले लेजो बाकी in second lecture we will not be able to join.
Let me take the attendance first.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so but he had a very hectic schedule. He used to write me letters in 1996. That Ruchir, it's a very tough life. We have to get up 5 o'clock in the morning, then exercise and parade. Then we have to take our bath and with a quick tea. We have to start with the classes, from 8. He was in some engineering faculty. So from 8 to 9:30, there was a first class lecture, then breakfast, then again up to 1:30, there were classes. They used to get only 1 hour time in the afternoon for rest or to write the letter or whatever the. Then again evening class till 5:30, 5:30 they had games, any sport compulsory, swimming or. Time is flying. I think Karan is there today. Neha is there. Shapir, are you there? Shapir? No, Shapir is not there. Yatri is not there. Jitendra, are you there? Jitendra? Karan is not there. Amarjit is there. Varda is not there. Pinky is not there. Ayush, are you there? Ayush, Vivek, Monica,
Yes, sir. Sir, present.
Vivek present.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Disha is present. Vishal is present. Henry is present. Isaac is present. Moses, are you there? Yakning is there. Hassan is not there. Hiroshi is not there. Henry is there. Mugoya is also there. Anybody whose attendance is not?
Sir Timothy.
Timothy, this is SEM 3 class. You are in SEM 1. So our session will start now.
Yes, sir.
Pinky, should I mark? Okay, present.